Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jewel. We are moving on. Last time it was a short video. We did some gussying up of all the items that we put in our desk set. So I think we did most of this together on the front. Yes, the only thing, I added this ribbon, Sari Silk ribbon bow to hang the key on because I felt it would hang better off the bow than just through the eyelet. And then I popped in so there's going to be 3 mini journals in this second part. So what I did is the other one of those little folders that we did together that's in there, I just made another little booklet, and here is a flip up of some offcuts and then some handmade paper and some dot grid paper, and then a piece of one of the kit papers. So that is just tied up and it goes in that spot. So I'll put that aside. Then on the back, I put, a couple things here. I had told you that we were going to put this label on here, but I decided to put that last piece of lace that I had here under the, the label here from the kit. And this is, of course, one of her envelopes. And then we have the wax seal and some gold thread in behind there. And then I added a little tape to this flip out where it tore a little bit purposely as I was distressing it. And then on this large tag, I was going to put this across the top. Like I said, I decided to do a little bow in the corner and add the key there. And then I added a pearl, lavender kind of pearl brad there, and then there's one more large tag back there. So we're done with that. We are moving on to the main journal that is on the inside. Now when whoops, this goes back in there. I'll just put it aside for now. I have some papers here. I showed you how I incorporate my lavender pieces to the lavender pieces into a cover, or not the lavender, my embroider pieces into a cover. And this is, I had this one that says lavender on it, and I did a video on this, and I'll pop it below. So if you want to make a journal similar to this, I did a video on another one, but it's done on craft text. So this one was already made. So I made it to have a spine. Then I decided I wanted to kind of flatten it out a little bit so it could fit in there really good. Now, these are the papers that come with the kit. Now, when you print them out large, there's so many, and they're absolutely beautiful. So what I did is I shrunk down most of them. I was going to make a larger journal, and then I remembered I had this, and I thought, well, it's perfect because it's French lavender. So let me put those aside. So I shrunk them down. I do that with image size because I just do it right on my iPad. And then I did have to come in and trim off some. So I have all of the printed pages from the kit here. So I have a stack of those. And then the larger ones that I hadn't shrunk down, I decided just to trim off the edge, fold up, and make a pocket. So simple as that. Okay, I have a little bag here. We're going to put that in there somewhere. This has been coffee dyed, so let me kind of, when you do that, I actually even put these it's a wax seal bag, right in the oven. When I dry my papers, they come out great. Some just coffee stain, a variety of coffee stain papers, a dyed paper that I had in my stash. I'm not sure how I dyed this because it was done so long ago. And then thought I had another lavender page here. I wonder what I did with that. Huh. Did I use it in here? I have one more page somewhere, and it's one of my pages, coffee stain, that I put my Delusion spray on that I had shared with you. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so I have that page too. So it's just got the paintbrush splatters of the Delusion spray. All right, I'm going to put together 2 signatures, and then we're going to decorate some of these pages and hopefully sew it in. Now, misprint, when I shrunk it down, when I put it back in the printer, I didn't turn it the right way, so I ended up with a print upside down. So when that happens is I'll take 2, see, same thing happened on this one, and I'm going to simply glue here and here and here and here, and have a pocket here and a pocket here, and I might even do this as a flip tuck. So we'll see. So that I'll put probably first. So that's kind of, you know, use your misprints. Try to figure a way to do them. You could, you know, glue it on something, make tags with them or whatever. So now I've got that paper there. Let's put another one of these here. Maybe this. I have the bag. Do the bag. We'll do this one that has a pocket. And I'll come back and add another one if I think I need to. And that's one signature. I'll put this, I like, they're all beautiful, but this one I have 2 of, so I'm not sure if I'll use that one. Okay, so I'll start with this one. I like this paper here. Let's put this here. I have a doily. Okay, so we'll put a doily. The doily's not the right size, but that's okay. I'll trim it. Then a dot, this one, because I have 2 of those, 2 of the plain coffee stain papers. And then this one, okay. And then I'll do the dot, or the dot grid, and then I guess this one right here. And let me see the inside. Yeah, and we'll do a pocket in here. And I have this cut off here, so we'll probably, I'm going to stick that in there because I'll probably do a pocket with that, or do a belly band or something with that. And so let me see how many pieces I have here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's like 10, which is 20. So that's 5. Let's count this. 1, 2, I won't count the doily. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to add, I'm going to take this out, this paper here, okay, and I think I'll just get that last coffee stain paper in there. So this signature will have 1 more page to it. Okay, so let me see how this fits in my journal. That'll be nice. I think that's going to be good. By the time we put stuff in it, it won't be like, I don't want an alligator mouth or anything like that, because I want it to be able to tuck right into that hinged pocket on the desk set. Okay, there's something I realize here. I've got to cover this. So I do have a few more printed pages. So let me see. Oh, she's so pretty, isn't she? But I cut the top of her off. Let me see. I have, all right, let's see what's on the flip side. That won't work. It's got to go, oh, this one, let me see. This one probably will be the best. So let me go ahead and just mark it and cut it down and glue that down. And then we'll do a little work on these pages before I glue them in. Excuse me, let me grab a, pencil. Make sure I'm in frame. I kind of wanted to get going on this because it seems to be going kind of slow, this series, and it shouldn't be, but there really are quite a few steps, aren't there? Okay, so I'm going to cut this down. Let me make sure that's right. And let me put this aside because this is going to get in the way. I'll put that aside. My paper cutter over here, and got that. Great for a little, to do a little belly band or make collage out of. Save all your cutoffs. Oh, I hope I cut that right. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Okay. So basically, this cover was so simple. There's not much on it except for, the work on the embroidery, and I wrapped the front with lace, and then I did do a video on how I, make these. So if you're interested in, if you have, I should say, embroidered pieces and you just like to embroider like I do, and you want to incorporate them, let me try to get this fold out of this, into your covers, click on that link. And if you're crafting along and using this gorgeous set by Lorna at TaylorMadeJournals, and you want to do a similar, embroider a few lavender plants. See, I printed on both sides, so I'm thinking, oh, I got a couple of things to tell you, and I meant to say it last video. I'm thinking of revisiting, for those of you, a lot of you are new, but for those that have been with me, you know that I did this accordion tag, hinge tag journal like a year and a half or more ago. And it was a very popular series. I'm thinking about revisiting that and mixing it up. I like to mix it up. Again, for the newbies who are just now following me, because it really is a fun project. Also, you guys that watch me on a daily basis, there are a few of you, I did a drawing for, let me pull it over here. I sold the companion to this, the Botanical Beautiful from Seneca Pond Crafts. It was an open spine journal. The winner has not contacted me yet. I don't recognize her from, coming to my channel at all, really, and she hasn't been back, so I'm going to give her, in case she's watching, find that video and, let me know. Give me your address because I can't send it out. I'm going to do, if I don't hear from her, probably in the next 3 to 4 days, I'm going to do a redraw. Okay, so let me do this. and with the names of the people. I'm just going to go right back to that video and do the YouTube comment picker again. Okay. And somebody else will get a chance to win it. So that hasn't happened to me before. So right now I got a little space over here, a little bit more than I like, so I might put a pocket on that side. All right, so there's that. Let me stretch this out a little bit more. So it's on, oh, it's buckling. Let me run this over it again. I might have missed putting a little glue in the middle there. Don't like that. Spread a little bit more glue out. That's why sometimes if you want to paint your glue on, I see a lot of people doing that. I have done that before with white glue. Then you're not going to get, you know, the bubbles like that. So make sure you put plenty of glue on it. So see how that's doing that a little bit there? I don't know if it's picking it up on the camera. But I'm hoping by the time we sew everything in, it'll be okay. Now, I pulled out some stencils. I want to do a few things on these pages. I'll keep my ink out. And before I sew this in, I just want to, you know, I'm just going to swipe some just right across the top. I'm using seedless preserves. If you're using this kit, seedless preserves is blending really well with this kit. It looks really good. Okay, so that's our cover page. This one I'm not going to do anything on because it's got the splashes. These stand alone. This one I don't want to do anything on. You know what I'm thinking? I need to do some lace on the edges of these. So let me figure out the lace real quick. All right, I had dyed some lace. I showed you that last time. And it was, so let's see where I want this. See, the pages are a little larger than the book. So I thought, because this is so plain, some lace peeking out would be a good thing. So I think we'll put some on this page, and this lace is a little bit wider than I want, so I'm just going to trim it. Let's see how much we need. Okay, so let me do a couple of these, and then I might do a couple of the white lace, and that will blend into, the white lace will blend in with the white here on the cover. So we'll do at least 2 of this color. It should have a little shimmer to it. And then this is good for, you know, clusters and stuff like that. Okay, so I have this, which is the same. So in the undyed version, So I'm going to do the same thing where I'm just going to cut it down. I have other white lace over there, but it's not on my desk, so. When I put stuff on my desk, I have a tendency to use stuff on my desk. See, these are things I pulled before the project. And it all ends up working. I also want to do a fabric flip in here. So let's glue this one down. And I have this fabric right here, and I'm going to use this. That's a splotch mop-up for a pocket. So by the time you see the whole series, you might have already had your 4th of July for those that live in the States. It's coming up. We really haven't planned anything because the following week we're going up to my parents. We go up there and do some things around the house for them. My husband's very handy like that. My parents are quite elderly, so we usually do that when he has his time off in the summer. Okay, so I think we're gonna choose, I think I'll choose this page. So the journal's going to be fairly simple because we have so many fun stuffed elements. And let's go to here for the lavender piece. And then we'll need one more white, and we'll close it and see how that looks. Very simple. I'm not putting tabs or anything like that on it. I'm using the tabs that are included in the kit on a lot of the tags and things like that. Okay, and we need one more white. Maybe right here. And this has a little bit of like a French theme. Oh, it is. It's for it's French Lavender. That's the name of it. So I pulled out a fleur-de-lis, I think a fleur-de-lis, or some, I don't know, I guess you'd call them French type stencils. All right, let me move this aside. This goes so beautifully with this cover that I do want to do this somewhere. I might trim. I'll figure that out. All right, let's this one's kind of sticking out too much. So let me tear this up and pull it over. Since it's still a little damp. So that looks pretty. Can't really see the lavender in here though. Maybe I'll do I have enough? I don't think I have enough now. Let me see if I can pull this other lavender out a little bit. It might have already, nope, it's still tacky. More toward the edge. That's a little better. Could put this white one in, but I'm sure that's set up. Okay, so we've got the lace. Now I also have some left over of the little die cuts, and they're on my desk somewhere. So those are gonna go somewhere on some of the pages. Here they are. Let me see, well that's one, that's two. Also, I pulled out my washi, so that can go. Let's put this in next. So we'll do a little fabric flip. And the length looks pretty good. So let's see where we want to put it. Let's do it here. And that would be a good page to stencil as well. So you flip it up, you've got the interest of the stencil or the stamping on the page. This has a little rip in it. Let me do this piece. Yeah, there's a lot of little tears in this one. Here, this piece right here would be best. I don't have a lot of any fabric really with lavender on it. I've done a lot of lavender journals and used up most of my lavender stuff. Okay, so we're just gonna glue that down, and then I will secure this at the machine. I'm gonna come back and add something up here and probably one of these here. As a matter of fact, we could take care of that right now, couldn't we? Uh-oh, storm is coming. Afternoon storm. And then I can just sew over the whole thing. And I like this one. Simple. Simple but effective. This is like, this kind of reminds me of, you know, a little French. These definitely, so let me see. I kind of like this right here at the bottom. So let me get my brush. Use the seedless raspberry. Use a little something, and then you can flip it over and do this little number here. I'll put it right up here in the corner. Do a little one, a little bit down here too, another little something, something. All right, so we got a little bit. Just deposit the color right on the page. And then we've got that. Okay. Now, we also have, okay, those are gonna go together. Let's go on the next signature. Here, I've got some of these. I wanna put, we have that one pocket, I think it was in the middle. So we've got a pocket here. We'll do a little something on that pocket. I wanna use this, I think this is fun. And I think it would look pretty right on this page right here. Very shabby. I also have, I think, some lavender cut down masterboards where I used a lavender theme. And I'm gonna pull those out after too. I might use a couple of those as tags. But there are so many pieces to this. After I stacked all of that, I still have all of this. Oh, I forgot. I have some pockets that came with it. I've got them ready to go. So let's do this one. And I'm hoping the next time we can finish up on the journal. And then that will be hopefully the end of the series. I'll come figure out what to do on here. You know what? Let's just do something right now. Look at this. I have this little trim that we cut off, and we're going to use it because it's on my desk. So. Do it this way. It's kind of cool. And you know, since we were using these, we were going to put one on here. Oops. Let me wipe this up. Ah. All right, let that sit for a minute. I see a plain page. Let me pull it out, move it aside, and do a little stenciling on it. Let me show you what else I've got. You use what you have, you know, or nothing. It's not necessary. I have this, and I like this here. So I thought maybe on the edge, inside edge of the page, I could do that. I need more glue, and it's getting thick. So there's that. Let's flip it over and see what else we have. This is so pretty. It's kind of large. Let me see what else I've got. This is pretty. Let's use this one. I don't have a ton of stencils, but I don't think I've ever used this one. I cut it down. It came in a great big sheet. And let me deposit some excess color. All right. So there's that. Let me see how long we got. Oh, got maybe 10 more minutes. Okay, this goes in here. All right, let's cut this doily down. This is all I do if my doily is too big. I'm just going to take a little off of each side, just like that. Or if it's super big, I fold up and make a pocket out of it. So that should be, I think I want it here. Let's do here, and then there, and then there. Okay, so that's the second signature. And let's figure out where we're gonna put those pockets. So let me go back here. We'll do one in each signature. I have 3 of them. They're pretty big. All right, so we'll just work with this signature right now. Let me see. All right, here, let's put it right here. This, I could have done some gold. There's some gold in here. It would have been really pretty. As a matter of fact, I might do a little gold. I can either use the ink or my gilding wax over there on a few of the plain pages. I could have done some on that cover. Okay, so now we have a pocket there. Just make sure that's down. Let me pull the other signature out. And of course we have that pocket, but let's go back here. And we have this one. It's so big. I'll have to cut the edge off it. It has to go this way. So let me just mark that. And we'll put this one down. Of course, we're going to have to decorate this pocket because it's a little plain. Okay, well, while we're here, I got all of this left. Let's see what else I have over here. I think this is pretty. I think I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to cut a piece of this out. Actually, I don't even have to cut a piece of that. That's ready to go. But is it? No, because I want to add some. Oh, it goes this way. Darn it. I guess that's okay. So I think I'm going to put this on here. And then just leave the white applique. There we go. Guys, I'm gonna ask you for a little feedback. Okay, I want you to let me know if I'm staying in frame because I can't see it unless I'm standing up. I don't have the most sophisticated system. I have a really cool stand for the desk and it is amazing and I can do all sorts of angles with it, but I can't. I'm just using my cell phone. But I'm using a really great, it's called Pro Camera app. So I do get a fairly good picture, but I can't tell if I'm in frame. So, and I think I have a tendency to pull it this way too much. So if you're watching this far in and you hear me, let me know, please. Okay, so that's that. That looks pretty. Not too much, just enough. Because whatever we put in here is going to be pretty cool. All right, so right now, let me see how thick this is. And we can put a couple more of these little die cuts on the pages. And then, okay, that's looking pretty good. It's starting to pop up. So, and I have my dyed seam binding here that we will use probably as a closure. I might either just do a tie closure or we may wrap it. I'm not sure. So let's just pop a few of these in and that'll be it for now. And then I want to use everything. I mean, the kit is so huge and I printed out like one of everything. And really, I could have done more. I forgot about this. This needs to go in somewhere. This is the first signature, right? Yeah, and this is the second signature. So let's just put a little bit of this somewhere. Maybe even just on this first page. Just maybe down the side or at the top. Let's just put it at the, but that looks so pretty side by side, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna do this. It really is pretty. I've had this in my stash for a long time. And actually, I think you're supposed to put buttons in here. Something like that, but I'm not doing that. I hear the thunder. 95 today. Feel like temperature is 100 and something. Just a nice balmy day here in South Florida. Okay, and let's do more. I like it. I want to go where the other the lavender's here. Okay, well, let's just do it. Let me see. I want to do it somewhere else. It's so pretty. Let's flip this. Let's do it on the back. Oh, lavender. Let me go to the next signature. I can save some of that for on the tag. Uh-oh. I glued the papers together. Let's put a little at the top here. Just for a little interest. Look, it just makes the page so pretty. Takes a plain page and I think it's the little details. And look at this. Look how cute this is. That's what we're gonna do. What I do is my eyes go around my desk and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, that'll work. way. You know, we need to add some washi. I have all this beautiful washi over here. Oh, I was going to use this as a pocket, but I'm not going to be able to. I have, so what we'll do is, that's got something on it, that has something on it. We'll make this a little bit more fun, and we'll add a little washi on top of one of these. I'm just gonna pop that up there. I could make it into a little tuck. Let me think. Yeah, well, let's go. I hate that when this does this. I have a love-hate relationship with this 3-in-1. Anybody else feel the same way? This is pretty. All right, and we'll just put a little bit of this at the top, like this. And I'm going to put a little bit down here. This is super sticky washi. I'm not concerned about having to glue it as well. Okay, so we do have a little tuck spot here, so that's kind of fun. Let's put, I have 3 more of these, so let's put, I gotta trim this. One of my fun shapes. I think I'm gonna put some washi on this. I'm not gonna do it on camera. I'm gonna run a piece of washi here and a piece of washi here. That'll give it, I have this out. Let me see, why not? We'll just do it right now. See if I can get it, if it sticks good. I might, yeah, this I'm gonna have to glue. So I'll do that off camera. I'm gonna have to glue. Let me move on to the next one real quick and do one more. I'll do it right here. I like this one. This is so cute. I'm just going to glue the whole thing down. Very simple. No cheesecloth. Getting too much bulk. No fabric. I think I'll do it over here. And take a piece. I think I'll do this down here. And that just gives a little something, maybe a little here. One of the narrower ones, this one right here, coordinates. Yeah, this way. All right, and I think we're out of time, guys. 50 minutes. All right, thanks for watching and have a blessed day. We'll finish up next time. Bye-bye.